This chart compares the economics behind a modern Dior tote bag. On the left is the physical cost to manufacture the bag, around $57 for raw cotton and labor. On the right is the final retail price, $3,500. Standard economics relies on the law of demand, which dictates that as a product's price goes up, fewer people want to buy it. In a typical market, if a company prices a bag too high, inventory piles up, and the brand must eventually offer discounts to clear the shelves. Luxury fashion operates in an alternate reality built on the Veblen good. Instead of following the normal rules, the demand curve for a Veblen good pivots in the opposite direction. For these items, demand actually increases as the price rises. The high price tag acts as a financial barrier that few can cross, which transforms the item into a status symbol. The status value of the product scales upward in direct proportion to its cost, making it more desirable specifically because it is expensive. To survive in this market, luxury brands cannot rely on natural supply and demand. They must actively engineer an artificial scarcity machine to prevent the laws of economic gravity from crashing their prices. A century ago, luxury value came from genuine material scarcity. Leather goods and garments were the result of high-quality materials and slow, bespoke craftsmanship performed by highly skilled artisans. Legendary 20th century designers like Christian Dior built the reputation of the European fashion house by creating garments specifically for high society and aristocrats. Over the past few decades, financial conglomerates acquired these heritage houses. Executives like Bernard Arnault transformed these labels into global megabrands to maximize shareholder profits. To hit their targets, corporations transitioned to industrial assembly lines and increased production volumes while outsourcing to cheaper factories. They leveraged legal loopholes to keep the Made in Italy label on goods that were largely manufactured in lower-cost regions. Because mass production has diluted the physical exclusivity of these goods, brands must now manufacture the feeling of scarcity to justify their high margins. This strategy starts with what we call retail theater. Brands use velvet ropes and personal shoppers to create psychological barriers to entry, making the customer feel they are being granted access to a restricted world. Undercover findings show sales staff frequently claiming mass-produced items are the last in stock, or marking watches as exhibition only to trigger a sense of urgency in the buyer. But faking scarcity in the store doesn't solve the problem of leftover inventory. Mass production inevitably leaves the brand with stock that hasn't sold, and putting a Veblen good on a clearance rack would immediately destroy its prestige. To avoid discounting, the industry has relied on an extreme solution: incinerating or destroying billions of dollars worth of perfectly good, unsold merchandise. The practice became so pervasive that the European Union recently implemented a strict legal ban against the destruction of unsold clothing to force fashion houses to manage their overstock more ethically. Preserving the illusion of scarcity is so vital to the business model that brands have been willing to burn their own physical capital rather than simply lowering a price tag. So who is actually sustaining this multi-billion-dollar machine? It is rarely the ultra-rich. Many billionaires prefer stealth wealth, opting for high-quality, unbranded basics that are unrecognizable to the public. The true target audience is the aspirational middle and lower middle classes. In areas with high income inequality, a designer logo becomes a social coping mechanism. Consumers use these branded items to signal financial success and mask social stress, even when the purchase causes significant financial strain. Conglomerates maintain their extreme markups by marketing the heritage of their elite founders to a middle market seeking any tangible proof of upward mobility. Following the pandemic, luxury brands aggressively hiked prices by double digits. They were betting the Veblen effect would continue to hold, regardless of how much they charged. But the disconnect has become too large to ignore. As prices skyrocketed, craftsmanship declined, leading to widespread consumer complaints regarding uneven stitching and low-quality hardware on $5,000 bags. This chart shows the market reaching its breaking point. As average luxury price points climb, the sales volume for mid-tier brands has begun to drop sharply. The illusion is cracking, and brands are now being forced to plan secret price reductions to win back consumers. In this market, the cost of a bag has disconnected from the raw leather or the artisan labor required to make it. In the world of the Veblen good, the price tag itself provides the value. You are paying for the privilege of participating in a manufactured scarcity.